Imagine waking up every morning not just to the smell of fresh air but to the sight of your own garden bursting with life, green, vibrant, and full of purpose. Welcome to a life where every day you grow something new, not just in the soil but in your spirit. Grow Green Daily isn't just a phrase, it's a movement, a way of reconnecting with nature, one plant, one pot, one patch of earth at a time. In a world racing toward artificial convenience, we're pausing, digging in, and finding meaning in the roots. This is where your journey begins, not tomorrow, not someday, today. And it starts right at home. Whether you have a sprawling backyard or a tiny apartment balcony, growing green is possible, powerful, and incredibly rewarding. The first step: belief. Belief that change begins with you. One seed. One decision. One habit at a time. You might be thinking, can I really make a difference just by growing a few plants? The answer is a resounding yes. Because every time you plant something, you're doing more than just gardening, you're healing. You're cleaning the air, reducing stress, improving your diet, and most importantly, becoming a part of the solution in a world full of problems. The act of growing green is contagious. Your neighbors will see it. Your kids will learn from it. Even strangers on your social media feed will stop scrolling to admire the beauty and the intention. Growing Green Daily is a lifestyle rooted in consistency and love. It teaches you patience, responsibility, and the quiet joy of watching something flourish under your care. Let's start small. Basil on your kitchen sill. Mint on the windowsill. Cherry tomatoes in a container. Sounds simple, right? But these are not just plants, they are daily reminders that growth is a choice. And as you water them each morning, trim their leaves, and celebrate their first fruits, something inside you begins to grow too. A connection to the earth, to your food, to the rhythm of nature. This is the real power of growing green daily. It transforms not just your surroundings but your inner world. And the best part? It doesn't take much. A few minutes a day. A bit of sunlight. A willingness to learn. That's all it takes to start a green revolution right where you are. As days pass, your little garden becomes more than a hobby. It becomes therapy. Those few minutes you spend tending to your plants can be the most peaceful part of your day. No screens. No noise. Just you and the green world you're nurturing. You'll find yourself smiling more. Breathing deeper. Thinking clearer. And when you share your harvest, a handful of herbs, a basket of vegetables, a bouquet of flowers, you're sharing joy. Real, tangible joy that you created with your own hands. That's what growing green daily is all about, daily acts of hope and renewal. Now let's get real, there will be challenges. A plant might wilt. A seed might not sprout. Pests might try to sabotage your hard work. But that's part of the journey. Every challenge is a lesson. Every setback is a story. And every success is sweeter because of the effort it took to get there. The green life is not about perfection, it's about persistence. And as you learn, you'll begin to experiment. Composting your kitchen waste. Collecting rainwater. Swapping plastic pots for biodegradable ones. Suddenly, growing green daily expands beyond your garden. It seeps into every part of your life, your shopping choices, your conversations, even the way you celebrate holidays and birthdays. Imagine giving your friends a homemade jar of basil pesto instead of store-bought gifts. Imagine teaching your kids the magic of watching a seed become a sunflower. Imagine transforming your office desk with a tiny succulent that reminds you to pause and breathe. These are the moments that build a greener world, one mindful decision at a time. And you don't have to do it alone. There's a whole community of green growers out there. Online forums, local gardening clubs, neighborhood compost groups, people who believe, like you, that small actions lead to big change. Sharing tips, swapping seeds, cheering each other on, it's all part of the journey. And the impact? It's bigger than you think. A single balcony garden can provide enough herbs for your entire summer. A rooftop garden can reduce the temperature of your home and cut your energy bills. A community garden can feed dozens of families. The ripple effect of growing green daily is enormous, not just environmentally but socially. It bridges gaps, builds connections, and nurtures empathy. When you care for a plant, you begin to care more deeply for everything else: your health, your community, your planet. And let's talk about food. When you grow your own, you know exactly what goes into it. No pesticides. No chemicals. Just pure, living nutrition. A tomato still warm from the sun. A crisp lettuce you picked 10 minutes before dinner. The taste is richer, the satisfaction deeper. And you start to waste less because you value more. Every leaf, every fruit, every sprig of mint is a result of your effort, your time, your love. That connection changes how you eat. It makes every meal more meaningful. It inspires healthier choices, slower dining, gratitude. Now picture this, a future where every home, no matter how small, has a little green space. Where children grow up knowing how to plant, harvest, and cook what they grow. Where urban spaces are lush with rooftop gardens, vertical walls of greens, and community plots in every neighborhood. That future starts with you. With your decision to grow green daily. With your balcony, your window box, your backyard patch. And it's never too late to start. Whether you're 9 or 90, whether you've got a green thumb or not, the soil is ready when you are. And in growing green, you're also building resilience. In times of uncertainty, economic stress, climate change, even global pandemics, having the skills and confidence to grow your own food is a form of empowerment. It's not just about sustainability. It's about survival, dignity, and independence. And it gives you control in a world that often feels chaotic. That's a gift worth cultivating. So where do you begin? Right here. Right now. Pick a spot. Choose a plant. Make a promise. It doesn't have to be grand. It just has to be consistent. Water it. Watch it. Learn from it. Share it. Let it be the spark that ignites your green journey. Document your progress. Celebrate your wins. Laugh at your mistakes. Connect with others. Teach someone else what you've learned. And most importantly, don't stop. Because every day is a chance to grow your garden, your knowledge, your hope. And as the seasons change, so will you. You'll notice the way your mood lifts in spring, the way your patience deepens in summer, the way your gratitude grows in autumn, and the way your hope is rekindled in winter. Nature has a way of syncing with our souls. And when you grow green daily, you tune into that rhythm. You become part of a cycle that's been sustaining life for millions of years. That's powerful. That's beautiful. That's necessary. So let's make a pact. To choose green. To grow something every day, whether it's a plant, a habit, or a dream. To live with more intention, more beauty, and more connection. Let's turn our homes into havens of growth. Our rooftops into gardens. Our balconies into sanctuaries. Let's share our harvest, our knowledge, our passion. Let's inspire others to dig in, to get dirty, to feel the joy of nurturing life. Because in the end, we don't inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children. And what we grow today becomes there tomorrow. This is your invitation to be a part of something bigger. To grow green not just as a practice, but as a way of being. To wake up every day with a purpose. To end each day knowing you've contributed something positive to the planet. It starts with soil. With seeds. With a simple choice. And it ends with transformation, not just of your space, but of your life. So take a deep breath, roll up your sleeves, and let today be the first day of your green journey. Because the best time to grow was yesterday. The next best time is now. And together, we're growing a greener, brighter future. Daily.